Hi again then guys, and welcome to episode 9 of Dirtmasters Unplugged, the fusion series with the spirit of Dirtmasters combined with the technical side of special projects. And basically, if you're new to the series, we are taking a vehicle which is not generally used for rallying in the game, or is not available as a rally spec model, and turning it into a competition-ready rallying machine. And in this episode, we're featuring, of course, the Mini Countryman, and basically, it's not hard to see what inspired me to make this car. It is, of course, the Prodrive Mini Countryman WRC machine, which is an awesome looking car, and so I built this car to WRC specs. And despite being front wheel drive, which isn't the best thing for a rally car to have, it's still a very, very good rallying machine. So as far as the visuals of this particular build, well, you can't actually fit any body modifications to the car, and obviously there are no custom rims because we've got the dirt tyres fitted, and I've pretty much just painted it red. So there's no real need to show you what I've done visually to the car because it's just too simple to be worth it. So now we'll go over to the garage for the mechanical setup and then out to the dirt track to see how it performs. So as I mentioned, I've built this Countryman to WRC specs. Now, to make up for the front wheel drive, I have given it a little bit more power than most of the stock WRC spec models, but it's still within the parameters of a WRC machine. So we've got dirt tyres, obviously. For suspension, we've got the ride height as high as possible. We've rounded up the springs to 550 and 475. Dampers and anti-roll to 4. Camber and toe neutral. For the gearbox, we've got an auto setting of 180. Then we've rounded off the gears to 3.5, 2.4, 1760, 1360, 1.1 and 930 with a final drive of 3.6. For the diff, we've got the lowest initial torque, highest acceleration and lowest braking sensitivity. As far as the power, we do have an oil change on this one, and as with some of my other tunes, I've chosen to fit pretty much all of the optional tuning parts for power, and then we've reduced the power down to 99.1% to bring us down to 475 pp. Now I've fitted the low RPM turbo, and you want, of course, both of your weight loss packages, and we've got a 153 kilo ballast, both to bring us up to the perfect WRC spec weight and also to 475 pp. And as you can see, we've put that all the way to the back of the car to increase the weight balance. So let's see how it performs on the track. Now, when you're driving this car, you can of course feel that it is a front wheel drive machine, but adding the ballast to the rear of the car certainly immeasurably improves how much counterbalance you can get around corners. Now, as we said, it's still not a rear wheel drive or an all wheel drive rally car, so it's never going to be drifting around corners as easily as they can. However, if you do decide to use this tune, and for front wheel drive cars in general actually, I would strongly recommend that you make good use of your handbrake. And although it may be strange the first few times that you enter a corner with your handbrake slammed on, trust me, if you can learn to do it, learn to overcome the fear of smashing into the wall, because 9 times out of 10 you actually won't, you can actually get around corners in a front wheel drive car almost as well as an all wheel drive or rear wheel drive car. Now, the reason why that happens is because holding on the handbrake, of course, locks up the rear wheels. So the front wheels are still being driven to power you around the corner, but by locking up the back, you essentially make the car as though it's driving on ice at the rear, which helps you to really make the car handle more like you want, really, from a rally car. But that's it for this build. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.